Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. And welcome to a Sunday stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is, whatever day it is. I hope the weekend has been treating you well, and thanks for joining me once again on the Bezos TV for some more of your weekly hot mech on mech action as we get ready to get into the continuing BTA campaign. Again, bullying clanners, or as the stream title says, bullying is okay if it's a clanner. But we're going to be bullying some clanners, taking their stuff, and then using it to defeat our enemies, as you do when you're in the northern edges of the galaxy in the inner sphere. But before that, chat, once again, thanks for joining me as always. It's good to be here. Good to see you guys. Good to see the turnout of all the donkeys, new and old, here in the chat. So thanks for joining me once again. It has been a long friggin' week, I'm gonna tell you. As the post on the Twitter machine may have led you to believe, it's been a little bit of a rough one. But I can say with confidence, at least, that I'm glad that it's over. And I'm glad that I can be here now hanging out with the donkeys here in the cult of bad tactical decisions. So with that out of the way, chat, I think, well, first of all, I have to say hello to first-time chatter, Doobies. I mean, I assume I might be saying that right. I might not be saying that right. But anyway, I'm going to assume it's doobies, unless you correct me. Doobies? Dooby-dooby-doo? Perhaps, in fact. Anyway, first-time chatter, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I'm sure one of the donkeys will be along to slap you in the face with a gift sub momentarily, as they are wont to do. It says, your VTuber model is pub. Well, I appreciate it. Again, I have done a lot of work on it. This is actually the second version of my VTuber model. This is the 2.0. Yeah, I feel like, aside from, as you can clearly see, the booba, like I'm holding still on purpose, but as you can see, the booba still kind of have a little bit of a mind of their own. I have been working on trying to get that under control, but aside from that, I appreciate it. Thank you. Again, put some work into it, and I'm glad that people appreciate it. I really do.
Okay.
Let me see. Anyway, to the news, chat. To the news, because we have some stuff to talk about. Again, sorry, I'm gonna break my neck as I have to look down at the notebook because I wrote down my notes for the week. Tits be titian, as a certain tungsten rat is fond of saying. I mean, tits do in fact be titian. I mean, I can't deny. Oh no, don't get the wrong idea, doobies. It's that's what my community does. They feel a compulsive need to make sure that everybody in the chat has a badge. So whether you wanted it or not, you are now officially part of the cult of bad tactical decisions. But let's see. First on my list, chat, I want to talk about the pilot suit. Listen, because it came up in the Discord recently, and the pilot suit is that, like, right now, it is currently at the front of the queue for things that I'm working on for the model. I'm gonna get into a little bit of the technical details here, so I apologize if I lose some of you. I'll do my best to explain for the lay folk. But so if you don't know what matcap is, not to be confused with matpat, but matcap, which, if I remember correctly, is abbreviation or shorthand for material capture. It's a lighting trick that you use in rendering engines to give something the appearance of being shiny or being lit by a light source, even if that light source doesn't exist. So essentially what you do with matcap is you overlay a texture. It's usually an alpha mask, that will brighten or darken certain areas of a texture to make it appear to be shiny. It's a fairly simple concept, and it's been in games for, well, not just in games, it's been in 3D rendering for a long time. Again, it's one of the cheapest, fastest ways to make everything look shiny. So you can create a glass with a shine effect and that kind of thing. It uses a static image, so unlike say dynamic lighting that you see in modern games with like shininess maps and things like that. Like you don't meet all that. So it's much less resource intensive to use a matte cap as opposed to real-time lighting, dynamic shadows and shine and that kind of thing. With all of that said, with the I guess the preface of what I'm going to be talking about, I well, I may have been drinking when I made the decision, but I decided for the 2.0 pilot suit as I'm upgrading everything. I decided I was going to basically make all of the hard armor plates on the pilot suit have a matte cap on them so that they would be shiny. Now, because I did that, I kind of got lazy with the hard surface texturing and just made it all one color. I didn't do any detail work. I didn't do any detail masking or normal map or anything like that. I was just like, oh, it's fine. Matte cap is going to take care of it. It's going to make it look shiny. Everything will be fine. But I forgot, again, probably because I was drinking, that because I'm having to import and export to 2 or 3 different programs in order to make this model appear before you, some of that data gets lost in the translation. And one of the things that I have never successfully gotten to transfer all the way from concept in Blender to VTuber on the screen is matte cap. As an example, the glasses, the lenses on my glasses are supposed to have a matte cap texture on them to make them appear slightly shiny. However, as you can clearly see, it does not work. I don't know why. I'm not super familiar with Unity and how it handles matte caps, so I have not been able to successfully get it working. And that is extremely frustrating for me, but going back to my previous point, when you make a model that is 70 to 90% matte cap texture, and then it doesn't transfer to the VTuber model, then you suddenly have a very boring monocolor model. So I tried to do something really interesting, and mostly just ended up making something boring. My goodness, you... Look, changing that sound effect to the orgasm frog was the greatest thing that I ever did. Because it makes me laugh every time I hear it. That was the best change I ever made to this channel. My goodness. Anyway, needless to say, I got lazy, and now I have more work to do on the pilot suit. But it's coming, chat. And so am I. Wait, what? No, again, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I want you, listen, chat, for those of you that know, for those of you that are into the Battletech creator community, don't tell them I said this, but in the back of my mind, I just imagine every time Froggasm plays that it's actually Mech Frog in the background. Don't tell him I said that. But that's my headcanon. That's my headcanon for the Froggasm. Anyway, chat, that's the technical details out of the way. So now we're on to the gaming news. So first and foremost, chat, we got to talk about Helldivers 2 and the new Warbond and the new beta branch. So of course, for those of you that don't know, on December Question mark? I think it was December 2nd. Helldivers 2 released their new and possibly the best warband for the game so far, which includes bare biceps, minigun, grenade launcher assault rifle, and of course, I would be remiss if I did not mention not only the chainsword, giant two-handed chainsword. If you're a 40k nerd, that's actually called an eviscerator, not a chainsword. Yeah, that's right. I know 40k shit. Also, probably the most underrated part of the new warband, and it pairs perfectly with melee weapons, is the new armor passive that significantly reduces the amount of stagger and ragdoll that you take, which means you can, in fact, with your eviscerator, run up to the asshole illuminates with their goofy little staffs and tank those hits while chainsawing the shit out of them. It's good times, chat. It's the warband we always wanted. But of course, I would also have to mention that they do now have the beta branch. For those of you that may have been struggling with performance in Helldivers 2, they have just released the option. It is an opt-in, but they have released the option to go with the beta branch that reduces the total file footprint of the game from about 150 gigs down to about 30. And just to get into, again, I'm not going to go like full deep dive on the technical details, but again, the layperson's description is part of the reason for the file bloat was because essentially Arrowhead had a lot of redundant files and doubling up on stuff because they were afraid that performance on hard disk drives, that is old style hard drives, would be affected if they didn't pre-cache and preload all of those resources at a time. They were afraid of extensive loading times and things like that. Turns out that wasn't the case, and once they removed all of that file redundancy, it significantly reduced the total file footprint. And the good news is that it did not adversely affect hard disk drives nearly as much as they thought it was going to. In fact, at least from the initial impressions from the hard disk drive users, it appears that the performance impact and the loading impact is almost not existent. It's there, but it's extremely minimal to the point of being not even really worth pointing out. That has had the knock-on effect of making the overall game performance significantly better for all users that are currently using the beta branch. Now, to be fair, it is a beta branch, and that means that there could potentially be some issues. That's why it's opt-in. So, if you want to take the risk of potentially bricking your PC or otherwise messing up your install, go ahead and opt in if you want to give it a shot. But be aware, again, as with all betas, there is the possibility for disaster. So just be careful. Be careful. Okay, let me see. What else do I have? Oh, chat, listen. We're going to talk about Total War, chat. The Total War franchise and Creative Assembly specifically because apparently Creative Assembly have now officially released or officially announced, that they are working on Medieval 3, which, again, the internet has been joking that, like, Medieval 3 was never going to get made unless Creative Assembly literally ran out of ideas. Now, it's funny that that should be the case because I saw a lot of people speculating that the next game in the Total War franchise should either be a World War I Great War game to handle trench warfare, or alternately, perhaps a Warhammer 40k version to kind of accompany the fantasy battle Warhammer, Total Warhammer. Yes, I know, it's called Total War Warhammer. I don't give a fuck. It's Total Warhammer. So I would have been okay with a Total Warhammer 40k, but at the same time, given my current stance on GW and what they're doing as a company, even if they did make it, I would never buy it. And that is just due to my ongoing boycott of all things Games Workshop. I will never give them another penny of my money or a minute of my time. They don't deserve it, and they've done everything that they possibly could to actively make me hate them, so they will get nothing from me. Megas, once again, I will not condone sailing the high seas, but you are welcome to do so if you choose. I can neither condone, likewise myself do it, but you are free to do so. So there you go. You have Medieval 3 on the horizon from Creative Assembly. Whether or not they will do a good job with it is up for debate, because I would argue that Creative Assembly has not been doing so well with the Total War franchise lately. I would even go so far as to say, depending on your opinion, I mean, there are some camps that say Shogun 2 and Fall of the Samurai is when the series peaked, and then there are some people that will argue that Medieval 2 is when the series peaked. I think both were very good games. And I think it's possible for both of them to be true. Like, I think it's possible for us to acknowledge that Medieval 2 and Shogun 2 were both outstanding games in a franchise that has slowly been sliding into mediocrity for a long time. So again, what that means for Medieval 3 is hard to say, but time will tell. So we'll have to see what happens. Of course, speaking of Warhammer and specifically 40K, for those of you that are interested, and again, I have an ongoing boycott, so it means very little to me, but I have to mention, of course, that Dawn of War 4 just got a new trailer in the last day or two, which has hinted at the possibility of one of the Primarchs being involved. Specifically, the Lion is the one that everybody is thinking is going to be in the game because the Dark Angels were shown to be in there. But of course, we also got to see the Necrons as well as some of the other stuff. So, I mean, again, as a Total War game, it's looking pretty good. But at the same time, I will never play it until Games Workshop ceases being a piece of shit company run by scumbag ghouls. And since that is a thing that is never going to happen, I will probably never play the game. But I do hope that if you are a fan of the Warhammer 40K universe like I am, that you will enjoy it if you choose to play it. Let me see. Besides that, the only other thing I had to talk about, and I guess it's kind of gaming related, it's not entirely games news, but it's kind of, I guess, just general entertainment news, is for those that were not paying attention to current events over the last couple of days, apparently Netflix is moving forward with plans to buy Warner Brothers Entertainment, like in its entirety. So yeah, the further consolidation of all mass media continues. I think the most amusing thing to come out of everybody talking about that is apparently an Amazon executive or a former Amazon executive saying, oh, this will mean that 90% of media revolves around a single company. And I'm like, number one, did you forget that Disney exists? And number two, don't pretend for a second like the only reason you're complaining is because you're not the one in the merger. Like, if it were Amazon that were buying up WB, this asshat wouldn't be saying a fucking thing. So, you know, it's one of those things where all of these executives are complaining that, oh, this is a monopoly, only because it's not a monopoly that benefits them. Again, when they are the beneficiaries, suddenly they have no criticism. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I don't know, because again, you're dealing with Warner Brothers in its entirety, so that's gonna be the TV arm, the movie arm, which includes DC. That's gonna be Warner Brothers or Warner Brothers Games, whatever their game studio is called now. So games like the Shadow of Mordor series might finally get some traction. We might actually get a good Arkham Batman again. So like there's potential depending on what Netflix does. But given Netflix's history with adapting other people's IPs, I'm not gonna hold my breath. We'll have to see what happens. But I'm not super optimistic about it. But I'll withhold judgment for the time being. That being said, chat, I think, let me see. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I got for the news this week anyway. And here we are, back in the Argo, back in the Inner Sphere. Well, I guess technically we're in the clan occupation zone, but that's still technically within the Inner Sphere. And here we are in green turkey space over the world of Baker 3. Where last time I decided to take a ride in some battle armor and got 43 days in the med bay for my trouble. In addition to that, we have an Argo upgrade, building our second mech bay that's about halfway done. Wreck-It Carl in the med bay for about 2.5 weeks as well. And of course, Erst's mech that got a little bit messed up is, or I'm sorry, not messed up, but rebuilt. To better take advantage of his energy weapon proficiency, is now being worked on for another 2 weeks. We have a financial report in about 2 weeks as well. But with that, chat, it is time for us to get to the hot mech-on-mech action. I know that's why you're here. Well, I know that's half the reason you're here. So Galahad says, we have a library. Do we have an official librarian outfit? I mean, I haven't made one. But I feel like a librarian outfit is just big nerdy glasses and like semi-formal attire, which is kind of boring in my opinion. I'm not saying I won't do it. I'm just saying it doesn't seem very exciting to me. I don't know. We can have a discussion about a low-cut blouse sometime in the future. Side slit skirt with leggings, of course. I mean, you say that, Sierra, and you know damn well you wouldn't be able to see it on the model. You know I'm gonna model it, but you know you would never see it. Anyway, Chad, let's head to the command center. Well, first of all, let me head to the mech bay. Make sure I didn't forget anything here. All librarians should be cosplayed as Velma. I'm not gonna lie, when I think about the clothes that I have in my closet, I could probably pull off a Velma cosplay.
Okay.
Let me think. I mean, I definitely have an orange sweater. Yeah, I could probably do it. I could probably pull that off. Again, Troubleshooter gifting a sub to Infernal Icon. Thank you, Troubleshooter, for the gifted sub. And Infernal Icon, welcome into the cult of bad tactical decisions. It says, battle armor used to be good in this game, but they got hammered hard. Yeah, I mean, by the time they removed battle armor, they were kind of shit. Again, they don't do enough for the extreme danger that you put your pilots in. As of now, we're playing the 19.1 or 19.2 update to BTA, which is right before they removed battle armor. The only problem with that is, like I've said before, battle armor could be useful in Battletech or in BTA. It's just they did the arrowhead thing, where it's like, oh, this is too powerful, nerf it, nerf it, nerf it, nerf it, nerf it, and then now it's completely useless. And it's completely useless at this point, and it's like, okay, what's the point of battle armor? There is no point. Okay, let's just get rid of it. And it's like, battle armor is a cool element to add to the game. It's just, you have to, like, approach it differently. As someone whose mother is a retired librarian, I'm gonna have to say no. Are they single? I mean, I feel like the single librarian trope is just a trope. I feel like it's just a meme. It's not a thing. You're completely underselling the fact that the librarian looks hot and will hurt you, break any of their rules. You'd be lucky to receive that. But listen, Travis. We've established already that you have a very specific set of kinks. And while you may view the world through the lens of those kinks, that doesn't mean that's how the world actually works. Anyway, chat. So yeah, the only thing we've got going on is the Archer being rebuilt again to take better advantage of Earth's skill set. Besides that, the most recent additions have been the Nova, which, again, it was supposed to be a Nova Cat. I went to the dollar store and said, I'm sorry, these things happen. And then, of course, we do still have was it the G? I think it was the G. I can't remember. No, it was the B. It was the Ryokan B that we gave the AC-20 and some SRMs. And then, of course, we did have the, where is it? I'm looking for it. It's in here somewhere. Oh, no, it was the Kintaro, but we broke it down. And we put our mans in the crab instead. Which, of course, we did call the Cheech and Chong because it's double blazing. We have 2 blazers in this crab. So we called it the Cheech and Chong. Well, the cursed Kintaro is not officially gone. It's just in storage. So anyway, chat, let's hit the command center. Because I was going to say, I was pretty sure that we had all of the contracts done last stream. But with that said, it's time for us to move on from here. Now, we do have garrison duty and training duty. I said before, I'm never doing another training mission again. They can kiss my ass. So, I think instead we'll head to navigation. And let's see what we can do. Of course, we can head deeper into clan territory, continue to pick on the jade turkeys, or I'm sorry, the green turkeys. We could swap over into wolf territory, Clan Karen. We could go to Ghost Bear territory. We could also hit up the Smoke Jags. Or, I'm sorry, not the... Jesus Christ. Nova Cat. My mistake. Smoke Jags don't exist. Well, not anymore, anyway. So yeah, we got options. I have a dislike for Smoke Jag. No. Again, this is 3062. Smoke Jags don't exist anymore. This is Nova Cat. So let me see. I guess I'll put up a poll. Let me do that real quick, and I'll see what you guys want to do. New poll. Bully, if I could spell right. God bless America. Let's see. Green Turkey. Clan Karen. Stoner Bear. Or Angry Kitty. And you're gonna have 2 minutes, chat, so here we go. The poll is up. So go ahead and get your votes in for which clan you want us to go pick on next. Again, we currently have 4 clans in the occupation zone, so we can pick on any of the 4. It's up to you guys. Remember, as I say often, democracy only works if you engage with it, so it is entirely up to you. Me personally, I will pick on any clan as long as their tech is good, and it is. So, do not allow me or my preferences to otherwise taint the democratic process. Alright, well, I mean, we still got a minute left on the poll, but it seems like y'all are overwhelmingly wanting to go mess with Clan Wolf, which, again, I'm 100% okay with. I don't have a problem with that at all. See if any clan planets have black market. We could do that. Let's see. If I search for a black market, oh my, there are not that many black markets in clan space. Who would have guessed? There is a black market in wolf space on Basiliano? Basiliano. Yeah, Basiliano, I guess. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. There's also a black market on Boulders. I don't think I would go there because it's only a half-skull planet. Although, to be fair, they do have manufacturing in a megacity, and they don't hate us yet, so we could potentially get some decent stuff there. But obviously, Planet Basil is the closest planet to where we currently are. It has a black market, but doesn't otherwise have a whole lot worth looking into, so... Chat has decided overwhelmingly in favor of picking on Clan Karen. That's Clan Wolf for the uninitiated. And I'm okay with that. So, right now, Planet Basil is 4 skull, which might be a little outside of our range. But... what else do we have? Let me see. We got a 3 skull planet here with a megacity, recreation, water world. We got 1.5 skull with manufacturing. A 2.5 skull with manufacturing. 1.5, 3 skull. I mean, I'm okay with a 3 skull with manufacturing. I think that's right around the level that we should be fighting at. So, I think we'll go for Dell. It's not manufacturing, but again, we're not going to be buying a whole lot in clan space, and the longer we're here, the more angry we're going to make Clan Wolf, so, you know. Eventually, the prices are going to be garbage no matter what we do. And I see Yukajibo says, with 100 Bezos bucks, Clan Wolf is the Federated Sons of Clanners. I mean... at this point in the timeline, you're not 100% wrong. Like, in the 3060s, I feel like that's a relatively accurate description of Clan Wolf. They're basically the Davians of the clans.
There are personnel working outside the ship. Do not rotate.
But let's get underway, chat. Let's get underway to Planet Dell. Dude, we're getting a Dell. And that will also give us the opportunity to get some of the work done on the ship. Rioting breaks out on Solaris 7. How about that? Solaris 7 Mercenary League raids Solaris 7, and the 331st Royal Battlemech Division raids 8 star systems. So is this actual, like, I'm just checking to make sure this isn't infused with fanfic. Anyway, Solaris 7 is having a moment. Who's the Tarians of the clans? I don't...
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure there's a clan that really fits that description, if I'm being honest. And Wrecked Carl resubscribing for an 18th month. 1.5 years in the cult of bad tactical decisions. Thank you for the 18 months of support, Carl. And of course, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you've been having a good weekend so far. And if not, hopefully it'll be a little better now that you're here. Let's visit the store. We'll visit the store now before we piss off Clan Wolf so bad that we can't even afford anything. Let's see. We've got a crappy 25-ton missile platform. We've got a crappy 25-ton AC-5 platform. Got a long-tom cannon, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. MRM-20. We've already got like 7 of those, though, so I don't know that we need any more 20s. I would love to get my hands on some other MRM launchers, but the 20 we've got quite a few of. Oh, they got a double heat sink kit for sale, and I really want to buy it. I really want to buy that, chat. Because if we don't buy it now, I don't know that we're going to have the opportunity to buy it. Well, okay. We'll have the opportunity to buy it later, but it's going to be a lot more expensive later. And it's already pretty expensive. Chat, do we spend the 2.2 million on a double heatsink kit? I mean, we don't need it at the moment, but having it is not going to hurt us in the long run. Do we have 3? Oh, Jesus, never mind. My bad. Okay, hold on. No, here's what happened. I was looking at it and I was thinking, because we're in clan space, I was like, oh, it's a clan double heatsink kit. It's not. It's just a regular Inner Sphere double heatsink kit, of which we have several. So yeah, we don't actually need that. Never mind. My mistake. My mistake. So let's head to the command center then, and let's see what kind of work they have for us here. I don't particularly like working for Capellans, but I do like working against the clans. So I guess we'll do some work for them. We've also got a merit contract and a Steiner contract up for grabs. Let's see what we're looking at. We're looking at an urban. Oof. Chat, you guys already know, urban maps don't normally go very well, so we might end up having to... We might have to restart partway through the stream if I'm gonna do some urban missions. Fly Swatter, the cicada assassination. Mission should be simple. Wolf Noble, no such thing, is participating in a patrol as a show of support. She's insisted on using her ancestral family mech, which says blah, 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 blah. I can words, chat. I don't know if you know that. I was born and raised in America, and English is my first and only fluent language. I can absolutely words. She insisted on using her ancestral family mech, which is a cicada 2A. This should make eliminating her quite easy. Recognizing the danger, her handlers have sent along an extremely heavy supporting lance. If you're quick and aggressive, you should be able to destroy her little cicada before her escorts can react. Sounds like war crimes to me, chat. Of which I am a huge fan. However, we have 419 salvage on this. Could be a rough one. Could be a rough one. I'm gonna do this though, chat. I'm gonna hit accept, and we're gonna get ready to do this mission. But I'm gonna have to put you on a BRB briefly, because since I did eat before the stream, I desperately need to use the restroom. So give me just a minute. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to put you on the BRB for just a second, but I promise it'll be brief, and we'll be right back.
One very long digestive tract later.
Alright, chat, we are back. Sorry about that. I apologize for the BRB so early in the stream. However, I will take this opportunity to blame you. Because since you have chosen to bully me into eating before the stream, you have to understand that when I eat early in the day, things are set into motion that cannot be undone, if you know what I mean. So, really, this is your fault. Anyway, chat, let's get Carl and his Ryokan out of here since he's injured and currently in the med bay. Do we have... I mean, we could throw in the Wolverine and Zombie Wolf to fill in that gap. Let's see. Do we have enough room to put in another mech? We cannot, in fact, put in another mech. So, well, I mean, maybe. Hold on. Could we 35 tons? No. We cannot, in fact, even put in the Hollander. So, I'm just gonna go with the deployment that we currently have. So, just so you understand what we got. We got Vin in the Warhawk. This is our big boy. This is the big mech. This is the 85 tonner with double LBX-10s. We've got Megas in the Quagmire. Again, another one of our heavier mechs. Not particularly specialized in any way. It's just kind of a generic brawler. We've got Mythion in the Septic Tank, which we destroyed and killed the pilot because he killed one of our people. And we now have this set up as a triple ERPPC platform. We've got Sarakek in the Stormcrow G, which is the Hag 30 version that we're running. Again, Wolverine, nothing special about this one. It's just a stock 6R loadout. We've got the Temu Stalker, which is a missile platform. Again, LRM 70. Is there air? Is Bob safe? Bob is fine. We've just been letting him sit out for a little bit because we have him go on basically every mission, so I'm trying to give him a little bit of time off. Then we got Capsty in the Space Heater in the Nova with a bunch of medium lasers. We've got Vergant in the Cheech and Chong, the Blazer Crab. Serini in a Centurion, which is basically running MRMs at an LBX-10. Cvex, of course, in the Ben Richards, one of our premier scouts. He's running a Spectre with a stealth loadout and some medium pulse lasers. Very fast, very nimble boy that is also extremely hard to hit, picking up anywhere between 9 and 11 evasion per turn. We got Vio in the Panic at the Disco, again, a brawler fire starter that does its job very well, especially considering how light the armor is on the rear of most clan mechs. Then we've got Arcos in the double AC-10 Devastator, Brewster with our LRM carrier, LRM 60s from downtown, and of course, good lord, Chet. And of course, Wasteland in the Manticore, which again, Manticore, not great, not terrible, just a good all-around brawler tank that has been putting in work for us for quite some time. Let's see. I've got No Carrion resubscribing for 25 months, finally adding 1 month over the 2-year mark in the cult of bad tactical decisions, saying, good morning, missed the preamble, but I'm here. Well, good to see you, No Carrion, and thanks for joining us as always. And then we got Konjibo with 100 Bezos bucks saying, my favorite Bob mission was when we tried to take him to the moon. Yeah, I've done that a couple of times because I'm kind of stupid and I don't always pay attention. That's 100% a me problem. That is 100% a me problem. Anyway, chat, that's the lineup. So let's get underway.
Men warriors, prepare for combat.
Chat, I'll have you know, we are only 1 hour and 15 minutes into the stream, and we are starting our first mission. I want you to think about that for a second. When was the last time you could say that that happened in this stream? Can't take place of the moon. What happens if you do? Well, the problem is the other Bob is because it's a VTOL and it uses propellers and there's no air on the moon, it is effectively immobile. So my man's basically just gets blasted out of the sky.
Okay.
Ken Volfina gifting a sub to the other Bob. Thank you, Volfina, for the gifted sub and the other Bob. Welcome back into the cult of bad tactical decisions. I think hover shouldn't work either. There's no air to puff the skirt. I agree. I don't know if that's just a limitation on the way the BTA works or how it handles hover vehicles, but I 100% agree. Well, okay, as long as they're using traditional hover technology with, like, an air skirt and fans and that kind of thing. I assume that's how most hover vehicles work in Battletech. As far as I'm aware, there's no, like, magical anti-gravity hover tech like Star Wars with the repulsor lift nonsense. I'm pretty sure that all hover technology in Battletech is based on, like, modern 20th century understanding of hover technology. Waiting for a good tank to come up before I upgrade. I mean, you say that, Wasteland. We've literally been in a system where they had Rommels for sale multiple times and had the money. Unless you're gonna sit here and try to argue that the Rommel is not a good tank. In which case I will fight you. Motherfucker, the only Rommel in the BTA mod is the Gauss Rommel. Like, the Mark II is the only Rommel in BTA. Alright, let's get underway, Chad. We're getting the party started. Again, we are at less than an hour and a half into the stream, and we are starting our first mission. What is the world coming to? Oh my. But we are starting in enemy contact. I need the game to catch up so I can know how bad the situation is. Okay. Oh wow, we are literally right on top of each other. Well, this is gonna make things interesting. So we have the target smack dab in the middle of our entire drop here. And then we've got the escorts, which, as of right now, consist of a Clint 2C, a Lupus A, a Lupus Prime, and some other 70-ton mech. I guess they're gonna throw ambushers at us as well, but there's no telling what those ambushers are gonna be. Oh, well, maybe these are the ambushers? Okay, I didn't see this lance. We've got a Royal Catapult. I'd be okay with a Royal Catapult, to be honest. Is this gonna be another bug hunt? I mean, it might be. And then, let's see, we've got another 60-tonner and a 55-tonner. I'm sure there's 2 more mechs out here somewhere that we're just not picking up. Because, again, clan stars are 5 mechs, so... I'm sure there are 5 out there. We need to pick them up. Because we're dealing with spawn protection, since we landed right in the middle of the enemy, I'm just gonna go ahead and reserve to 1, and we'll see what happens. Because most of their mechs are heavier than ours, which means they're gonna have to go first.
Be careful, Commander.
Oh my.
Get caught in a crossfire.
So it looks like this Clint has got some kind of ECM. At least from what I can see. And while he's managed to pick up 5 evasion, the building he's standing on has 0 evasion.
My old mama can hit harder than that.
What? I'm sorry, what are you doing? Oh, you just entrenched? You're just... Like, we're taking all these missiles, but... Okay, hold on, what it... Oh, so it's a Royal Archer. Got it. Got it. Alright, well, we know what the other... We know what the other mech was. That came from where? Oh.
Showing minor damage.
Something down here. One of these 55-tonners. Okay, we got a 50-tonner.
Stop. You're just embarrassing yourself.
Reporting. Internal damage.
Okay, it's another Lancelot. And then the catapult, maybe, or something. Oh, no, another. Okay. You're gonna... I mean, this is gonna be the initial volley. We know it was gonna hurt, but that's okay. Can we... Okay, so somebody's on top of one of these buildings from way downtown. Okay. Alright. I think that's it. Now, chat, before we get started, do we think this engagement is even worth playing out? And here's why I ask. Yes, we have the target right in the middle of our people. That's good. However, we've got 70-something tons, 70 tons, 60 tons, 70 tons on one side, and then we got a full clan star on the other side with elevation. We are surrounded. There is basically nowhere that we can go to get away from the massive incoming enemy fire. We're also going to have to deal with ambushers at some point, I guess. I don't really know. And here's the other thing. Remember, we have an LRM carrier, which is going to be easy pickings for clan mechs at close range. We have the Stalker, which is also going to be easy pickings for clan mechs at close range. We also have the Stormcrow G with Sarakek in it that just ended up getting its rear torso exposed, which means if we take any significant damage in the back, Sarakek is basically just gonna die. So, it's a pretty rough deployment. My question is whether you think it's worth it to fight it out. I will say I don't particularly care one way or the other. I think we can make it work. The question is going to be at what cost? Repair costs will be really high. It probably will be. It probably will be. Well, the problem, Wasteland, is that even if we kill the target, we're still going to have to get to an extraction zone, and there's no telling where that's going to be. Alright, chat seems to mostly be in favor of fighting it out, so that's what we're going to do. I will use my best tactical acumen to try to not get anybody killed. Let's see, can we perhaps... Damn, I was hoping we could get in the rear arc of this Lupus. But no such luck.
Quick stepping it.
So, we'll take a shot in the side instead. Looks like he jammed his AC-10.
Firing. What's the plan?
Now, again, this turn, we've kind of got free reign to do whatever we want. Next turn is where things are going to get a little spicier because we're not going to have the luxury of just reserving down to 1. So I think what I'll do is we'll try to get in here, and unfortunately I cannot melee and also fire weapons. That's not great. And unfortunately, Megas being in an Orion means that we don't have a great deal of mobility on our side. So I'll do this number, I guess.
I understand.
And we'll take the shot at the target.
As you wish.
Our primary target is taking damage.
Okay, I have no idea what we did, but we did some
Target's
significant
taking a
damage
critical
to the
hit.
cicada. Let me see. Oh, yeah, we took the arm off. Well, taking an arm off a cicada is not that difficult,
Orders?
all things considered. Let me see. Again, our mobility options are kind of limited here.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I need...
Ready for order.
Okay, let me see. What do we got? I got Vio in the fire starter, which we could potentially use to try to get in behind the enemy. Can I actually get into a rear arc on any of these guys? Oh, chat, I might be able to.
Let's move.
Tell me. Oh yeah, we got the rear arc on this guy. Let's do it. So for clarity, we only have to do 140 damage to the center torso or 100 damage to either side torso. We have that damage potential here. We just gotta get lucky.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Commander?
And really, this is the advantage to being in this position, is while we are in a bad spot, so are they.
Copy that.
They are in just as bad a spot as we are currently.
Commander.
Okay, Sarakek, you are currently in a bad way, and we need to get you the fuck out of Dodge before you get blown up. You having your rear torso exposed is not a good thing. So where can I get you? Unfortunately, you are not able to sprint nearly as far as I need you to. I hate to do it, but I might have to go with something like this and just hope that they don't get in behind him. Our options mobility-wise are a little limited. I might leave him. I'll leave him for now. Let's see. We can get in. We can kick. Why can I not? Is this thing jammed? Oh, it just doesn't fire in melee. Okay, that's why. Yeah, let's just go ahead and kick the cicada and shoot it. There we go. And somehow they're still alive.
Target's taking a critical hit.
I'm here.
Let's get over to Caffeinated Lemur again in our Temu Stalker, which...
Looking out.
kind of a rough situation for him to be in. But this is why we do max armor on... Why can I not shoot the building? I can shoot the guy on top of the building, but I can't shoot the building. That doesn't make any sense. So, like, if I shoot here, would that damage the building, or does that even count? Like, chat, am I stupid? Like, why can I hit this guy, but I can't hit the building he's standing on? That makes no sense whatsoever. I guess I'll try attacking the ground. I mean, if it's a minimum range thing, like, there are hexes behind this building. That's the thing that's weird about it. I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. Ammo type, nah, I mean, it's just normal missiles. Fuck it, let's see what happens. I'm sorry, what? Hold the phone. It literally just screwed me out of my turn. Like, it just didn't shoot the missiles.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. There's some goofy shit going on right now, and I don't like it. There is some goofy shit going on right now, and I do not like it. Alright, let's get our Nova in here, and let's take a shot at the rear on the Lupus. It is not Lupus.
Yeah.
Receiving you.
Okay, Vergant with the Blazer Crab. Let's see if we can get you somewhere where you're not gonna get immediately shot in the back by the enemy. And let's give him the Blazers in the side torso.
Confirmed. Thy will be done.
Serini in the Centurion. I am actually okay with you going in for a melee strike. Okay, there goes a leg.
I think things are going swimming. Don't you?
And that's the target dead. And Mihainik ruling the chat on a Sunday. Good to see you. Mihainik, it has been a hot-ass minute since the last time I saw you in the chat, but good to see you. Glad to have you. Hopefully the weekend's been treating you well so
What can I
far.
do for you?
Alright, we got C-Vex, the speediest of boys. I mean, we could hit the withdraw button. It might be considered a bad faith withdrawal, but we did kill the target. We could also try to fight it out. The only ones that are in real danger at the moment are going to be Brewster and the LRM carrier, because again, close range against clan heavy mechs. Obviously Wasteland, because the Manticore has taken a lot of damage to its rear armor. And Sarah Keck in the Stormcrow, because again, we've taken a lot of damage in the rear armor. Let me see. The great thing about C-Vex is not only is he speedy, he is also jumpy. So we have options with C-Vex. We have options. As much as I would love to get in behind this guy, I don't know that I'm going to be able to, so it might be a smarter move to either jump over to this side and hit this Lupus in the back, or alternately to try to come around and hit him from the same side as the Warhawk. Totally. Yeah. WPan might be right. It might not be a bad idea to send C-Vex out here just to give these guys something to shoot at. To keep them from shooting at the rest. Because we're thinking in terms of focusing down enemies instead of thinking in terms of what does a stealth light mech do well? And the answer is not get hit. The only problem is, if we do it that way, we're exposing our rear armor to all of these guys. Which then essentially means that he gets no defense bonus. So by running this way, we're giving them a prime target.
Yes, Commander.
Let's see what else we can do with the vehicles first. Because it might be worth it to send in the vehicles just to try to, again, keep these guys busy. tie him down with the vehicles for a turn or two and let our boys do work on these heavy mechs. So let's do this.
Going full throttle.
I'm gonna send Arcos forward with the Devastator. Alright, what do we got? We got a Hoplite, we got a Medusa, and then of course we got the Royal Catapult. That's a lot of ATMs. ERPPC could be bad. I don't remember what this was, and I don't think we've seen what this is. WPNP, there we go. These are the things we need to know. This is only an LRM-30, but I say that like an LRM-30 can't do damage. So let's see, we got okay chances to hit here, we got less chances to hit there. It's actually kind of funny that we have roughly the same chances to hit the Hoplite as we do the Royal Catapult that has elevation. I feel like that shouldn't be the case. Yeah, the Royal Catapult is the bigger threat because of the height advantage. And if we have the same chances to hit it anyway, I might as well take the shot. Did some damage to the building, which isn't terrible. Let me see. Brewster, we have got to get you out of here, my friend. And you are not in a good way no matter what we do. As much as I hate to say it, Brewster might still bite the dust no matter what we do. And that's just a direct result of the situation that we are currently in. Because there's nowhere that I can get this LRM carrier that does not have him in line of sight of multiple mechs. I mean, I guess I could put him back here, maybe, and hopefully they'll shoot at these mechs before they shoot at him. It's about the only thing we got going for us. Tankers tend to die quickly. I mean, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna put him in a position that's lethal, if I can avoid it. Like, just because tankers have a short life expectancy doesn't mean I'm gonna try to shorten it even further. I'm thinking this is the move. I think we move here, we try to take a shot at this building and maybe take this catapult down. How much? I mean, the building does not have that much health. So we could potentially do that. Let's do it. I'm just gonna hope that they go for other targets of opportunity.
Locked on.
And the catapult's going for a ride.
Target destroyed.
Took 65 damage to both legs.
Good to go.
I hear ya.
We got Wasteland. Again, as much as I hate to put rear armor towards the enemy, we don't really have a choice in this regard. So I'm gonna try to get my man's maximum evasion. And let's do what we can against this Royal Catapult unless... Is this... It's another Hoplite. Okay. Do what we can against this Royal Catapult. Because it has jump jets, which means we could potentially take the high ground again.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, we got Sarakek and Seabax.
Ready for orders.
Sarakek, here's what I want you doing, buddy. I want you to run back.
All right, full speed.
And then I want you to shoot at this building. And I'm gonna hope that we can do enough damage to bring it down and take this Clint down with it. I don't want mag pulse, I want regular ammo because we need to do as much damage as possible.
Attacking from position.
Okay, Clint is going for a ride, and
One
he's
less
taken
structure.
45 damage to both legs.
What can I do for you?
Now, this gives CVEX options that he didn't have before. Like, I can jump back here, get 8 evasion, and shoot this Clint in the back at the same time. Or we can shoot the Lupus in the back. Personally, I feel like the Clint is the bigger threat. Well, the Lupus is also a threat, but the Clint is very, very close to the people on our team that I don't want getting shot. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll do this. We'll take a shot in the back. Maybe we get lucky and lag him instead. But I'll take some shots at the rear armor regardless.
Take this.
Outstanding. And took out the right torso. Good
There's more where that came from.
shot. CVEX, my man. Just removed the Clint's primary weapon system. That is beautiful. I'm suddenly very happy that I put that AMS on the Devastator.
Standing by.
Alright, Mythion, Septic Tank. Let's see what we can do. We got 3 ERP PCs, and we've got heat to burn. We do not have jump jets, so whatever we do, we're going to have to do it on foot. Can we... I'm trying to figure out where our mobile... Because so if you're not reading the map, like if you're watching on mobile, and you can't really see what's going on, there's basically like a wall, a ridge right here of building, and we can't get down from here because there's no ramps. The only way to get down from this elevation to this elevation is to go this way or this way. So it's put us in kind of a disadvantageous position, which is not the end of the world. It's just unfortunate. So let's do this. And we're already hitting the septic tank we're hitting the Clint in the left. So I'm actually okay with that. Let's take those shots.
Got it.
Okay, we only hit once, but we did some internal damage with that hit.
Waiting on you, Commander.
CVEX is ready to go again. So the question is, what do we do now? How much armor does this archer have on the back? Not that much. Okay. The Lupus, same story, not a lot of rear armor. However, the Lupus is, for whatever reason, not able to fire its AC-10. I don't know if it's jammed or just damaged. So I'm tempted instead... Yeah, Sumair strikes again. Again, our pilots doing us the service, air quotes, service, of putting us in the perfect position for the enemy to attack us. We could go for the high ground here with CVEX. Or we could just sprint. Sprint gives us more evasion. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's do it.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Alright, let's take a shot at this rear arc with 10 evasion. We'll see what we get. Outstanding. And DG Juan, first time chatter, says, who are the Pink Panthers on the board? That would be us. That is my brilliant missing texture purple paint job. Yeah, the archer has LRMs.
Waiting for orders.
Vio, I really want you to melee this Lupus in the back, but I also really need you to get evasion so that you don't get shot. So as much as I hate to do it, I'm gonna have to send you this direction, and we're gonna have to shoot this Clint in the back with everything. so let's do that.
Fire in a full salvo.
Actuator destroyed, medium laser destroyed. He's still standing, though. Which is extremely unfortunate. Taking a shot at the Centurion. I'm okay with that. The Centurion's beefy. He can take a couple hits.
Receiving you.
Alright, Zombie Wolf. In the Wolverine. The Brawler Wolverine. Now that it looks like our position is a little more advantageous than it was, I'm going to send Zombie Wolf to support our vehicles and to keep the
Understood.
support
Moving
lance distracted. So we already did some damage to, well, let's see. This Lancelot is large lasers and PPC. I think we just go ahead and continue to focus the Royal Catapult since we've already been picking on him. Let's just continue to pick on him.
Confirmed.
Did not do nearly as much damage as I was hoping. Kane Lupus is moving.
Standing by.
Brewster, again, do not like the position you're in, but this Lupus has already moved, so it's not a threat this turn.
Let's move.
I'm hoping that we can take it out by the next turn. So, time for LRM 60 on the Royal
Firing
Catapult.
all weapons.
Somehow we not only didn't do that much damage, we also didn't do enough stability damage to knock him down. That's actually extremely fucking irritating. Are we? Is this the edge of the map or some? Oh, it is. Well, shit. I mean, technically I've backed Sarakak into a corner, but at the same time it's a corner where he can't be flanked. So, like, somehow it's a double-edged sword? Let's go ahead and we'll move Capsty first instead.
Pedal to the metal.
Give me, let's see. We'll turn off one laser. Actually, we turn off two if I remember right. Yeah. We turn off two lasers to stay heat neutral. I kind of want to take the Clint off the field, but this is a lot of potential damage that I'd rather put on a target that has more armor. Does Rubble prevent stability damage? Rubble counts as cover for any mech that's standing in it. Kind of like a forest.
Special delivery.
Well, somehow we shotgunned and hit the Clint anyway. Which I guess I'll take.
Damage is light. What do you need?
Waiting for orders.
Let's see. Vergant.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to go ahead and move you forward to support
Understood.
the
Move
vehicles. And Hexwalker first time chatter with some emotes in the chat. Good to see you, Hexwalker. Thanks for joining us on a Sunday. Hopefully the weekend has been treating you well. And Troubleshooter, wasting absolutely no time, gifted a sub to Hexwalker. So, Troubleshooter, thank you for the gifted sub. And of course, Hexwalker, welcome into the cult of bad tactical decisions, where we have only one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler. A percent on this game is wild. Even if you have high percent, you miss a lot. I mean, it's XCOM. That's all it is. It's just XCOM. Alright, who's up next? More mechs taking the high ground, and really? Really? That's actually impressive. I did not see that one coming.
Taking it good.
Receiving.
I did not see that one coming.
Ready for orders.
I deserve that. I absolutely deserve that.
Confirmed.
Okay. You need to go. Actually, I kind of want to focus on this Lupus because it hasn't gone yet. And I'm hoping we can take him out before he has a chance to move. But at the same time, I kind of just want, you know, now take out the Lupus if we can. Because we got a left arm.
Reporting critical hit.
That's a start. Devastator is losing armor a little faster than I'd like.
Standing by.
Okay, we just got Sarakek, so... here's what we do. I think I'd take the shot at the Lupus and hopefully we clip the Clint in the back. Okay, again. Oh wow, we did get him.
Armor strength,
Outstanding. That's a 2 for
Took a hard
Chad.
hit there.
We did hit our own people a little bit, but I'm okay with that because we not only did damage to the Lupus, but we also took out the Clint, which was literally exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, Wasteland, I think I'm gonna send you deep, my friend. I'm gonna send you deep, and I'm gonna hope that the evasion keeps you alive.
On my way. Double time.
Alright, we got back shots. Back shots on the Lancelot, I would be an idiot not to take it. Yeah. Well, maybe the catapult's the better target? Just to get it off the field? No, we got other folks to shoot at that. We got other folks to shoot at the catapult. I'll take a shot at the Lancelot.
And here it comes.
Alright, what's it gonna be? Row catapult's trying to bug out.
Not much armor left in that location.
Yeah, I know, Arcos. You're in Initiative 4, buddy. I will move you as soon as I can, but you're slow. Okay, Lupus, and you're doing what? Oh, you're A's pilot, I guess? Alright, LRM's from downtown on the Warhawk. That's fine, I guess? Question mark?
Yes, Commander.
Okay, we're in Initiative 4.
What do you need?
Why can I not move
Awaiting
Arcos? Oh, he's Initiative 3, never mind. I thought he was Initiative 4. Well, that's unfortunate.
All right, full speed.
I guess we continue to hammer this fucking catapult that just
Got it.
will not die. The most durable catapult in existence. Did we lose anyone? Not yet, Harvinkar. Not yet.
Reporting.
We got a couple that are in danger, though. Alright, let's let Megas do what Mega does and go beat the shit out of this Lupus. And then shoot him.
Okay.
And again, somehow he
Reporting.
is still
Critical
alive.
hit.
I don't understand how they managed to survive this shit. I really don't. And Sierra gifting us of the DG1. Thank you, Sierra, for the massive generosity. And the massive chicken of DG1. Welcome into the cult of bad tactical decisions.
Yup.
Vin, now is the time for you to do what this Warhawk
Copy
was
that,
built to
Commander.
do, and that is blast a dude in the tailpipe with some LBX-10s. It's literally the whole purpose of this Warhawk.
I'm on him.
And it did, in fact, serve its purpose
Bye-bye.
gloriously.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, Arcos, you are in a little bit of a rough spot. So let's get you rolling back.
Confirmed.
And while you're here, you might as well just go ahead and give this Lupus a full alpha, just for funsies.
Locked on target. Critical hit, Commander.
And again, somehow, he survived.
Let's get this done.
I don't understand.
Barely hit, Commander.
Oh, shit. You're right. Chat. For those of you that are not paying attention. To Trek Tension's point, and I completely forgot about this, and I do apologize. But for those of you that don't know, today is, I believe, the 84th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. More specifically, the attack on Pearl Harbor. During World War II. As I recall, I was reading an article, I think, yesterday that said, currently, as far as we know, there are only 4 remaining survivors that participated in the battle at Pearl Harbor on the American side. But yeah, for those that do not remember or did not know, today is the 84th anniversary of a day that shall live in infamy. The day that the United States was unceremoniously dragged into World War II officially. Whether or not you feel like that's something to remember or to celebrate or to memorialize, still a pretty significant event. So I'm gonna do what I do at times like this. So again, I apologize to all the people that are only here for the hot mech on mech action, but I do have a bit of a tradition for these types of things. So Jets, I'm gonna give you 1 minute and 20 seconds. Just as a tribute to the folks who lost their lives during the battle on Pearl Harbor, on both sides, in a terrible war that claimed many, many people, but hopefully the kind of thing that we'll never have to worry about in the future. Hopefully the kind of war, the kind of fighting that we will never have to experience again in our lifetimes. So I present you with taps as played by the United States Navy Band. There you go, chat. Again, if you guys are new to the community, I am a big supporter of the military. Again, men and women in the armed forces make sacrifices that no one should ever be asked to make, and at least in the case of the United States, they do it willingly. The United States is an all-volunteer army, which means that every single man and woman that dies in the line of duty, whether it was 84 years ago during Pearl Harbor or yesterday in Iraq, every single man and woman that gives their life in the United States Armed Forces has done so of their own volition, and that is a sacrifice worth acknowledging. So yeah, that's what TAPS was about for those that are just coming in. Nobody in the game died. We're just taking a moment to acknowledge and remember, you know, the 84th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. With that being said, I will close out those thoughts before we get back in with something that I always say during Veterans Day, Memorial Day, any other type of military remembrance, which is, at least here in the United States, if you can read, thank a teacher. If it's in English, thank a veteran. Regardless of how you feel about the current administration and how they're using the military, again, remember, it is an all-volunteer force, and those are sacrifices that no one should have to make, but some people choose to make anyway. Anyway, chat. With that out of the way, let's get back to the action. Again, sorry for the folks that did not care about that or are not interested in that, but I'm the driver and that's where I drove us. So, anyway, back to the combat, because unfortunately we might be losing some pilots of our own here in the very near future if I don't play our cards very carefully. So let's see if I can get a little cheeky angle here. If I get a little cheeky angle here with the PPCs, what are our odds to hit? 1 in 4. 1 in 4. You're right. Game audio, my bad. I muted it for taps. There you go. You got game audio back. The only decent angle is here, and that's a 1 in 4, so I don't know if that's worth it. But I also don't like all of those ATMs going down range from an elevated position. So as much as I don't like it, I think I'm gonna take that chance anyway.
Affirmative.
Just on the... Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Take down the building. Even if we overheat, I'll ride the line to take down that building.
Target acquired.
There we go.
I could do this all day.
Elevate that, you piece of shit. Yeah, building can't dodge. Correct. The building cannot, in fact, dodge. This is the only way I get the rear arc on this guy. Can I potentially jump? Can CVEX... Oh, yep. CVEX can jump to an elevated position. How much evasion do we get from the jump? Only 6 evasion. I'm gonna take the chance. I'm gonna let CVEX continue to do what CVEX does, and that is be a nuisance to enemy heavy mechs.
This should be good.
More structure exposed. We're riding the red line, but that's okay. That is okay. I'm alright with that. Okay, Vio, while we have people that are currently getting their shit pushed in, let's go ahead and move you forward. And I'm gonna have you just shotgun blast this loser to get him off the field.
Firing full complement on enemy. Mech warriors, show them what you got.
Well, there we go. ECM suite destroyed, and he panic ejected. I will absolutely take that. I will absolutely take that. I do feel bad for Wasteland, though, because he is way back here in the back line all by himself. Cody says, how's it been going? I kind of slept in. I mean, we're in our first mission. We had a little bit of a rough drop, but so far we've been managing to, well, not do great, but doing better than I thought we were going to do given the way that we initially landed. Yeah, let's do it. I'd rather shoot at the catapult, but we can't currently see it.
Orders?
Brewster, now that you are officially out of the line of fire, I'm just gonna keep you back here. I could take shots at the archer and maybe we get lucky and hit the rear side torsos. Or we could just fling some LRMs at targets of opportunity. And I'm more inclined to do the second. So let's precise strike. And I'm going to hit this donkey. And that'll knock him back in initiative phase and hopefully do some respectable damage.
Here it comes.
Yeah, that'll do. It's a little bit too much sandpaper for my liking, but we're getting there.
Enemy flanking.
Now, fortunately, most of the enemies are not paying attention. Oh, shit. Alright. Arcos has got a...
Critical hit.
Yeah, I know. Arcos has got a puncture.
What do you need?
And for those of you that don't know how Battletech or BTA works, vehicles having puncture is very dangerous. Because they have extremely light structure and are very easy to kill. So I need to put as much between Arcos and the enemy as I possibly can. You're heating up. You're not. I have to shoot through Zombie Wolf in order to hit the Lancelot, so I'm not going to do that. I mean, 42 isn't terrible. I guess I'll take the 42. Let's do it. Just please don't shoot Zombie Wolf in the back, please.
Got it.
All right, that'll work. Arcos, survive. Survive. I'm gonna try to get you out of there, buddy. I just need you to live long enough to get to initiative phase 3.
Commander.
Sirakek, given the situation, I'm gonna send you in to try to get shots at this archer and back up Cvex. And then that way I can pull everybody else. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and Battle Lord. Give him the Hag 30 and all the SRMs. As a matter of fact, I'm going to hit him with some Mag Pulse just to make it even harder for him to hit the target.
I copy.
Outstanding. Alright, who's up next? What are you shooting at? Oh wow, you're shooting at Ven all the way down here. That... How can you even see him? Oh, it's probably the archer spotting for him. That's probably what that is.
What's up, boss?
Alright, we are still in initiative 6. We got a long way to go before I'm gonna be able to get Arcos out of danger. Let's do... I mean, you're gonna get 6 evasion no matter what, so I'm gonna put you here.
Double time, let's go.
And I don't particularly care for this royal catapult that continues to put fire on my people. So let's take some shots at that.
On it.
Good shit. There goes the leg.
Hot damn, let's do this. Solid connect.
Take a dirt nap, loser. They see Ven and the Warhawk as heresy. I mean, good. I hope it makes him mad. I hope it keeps him up at
Waiting
night.
for orders.
I hope they genuinely lose sleep about it. As a matter of fact, given the situation, I'm gonna keep Sereni back here as well.
target's taking a critical hit.
Because again, we've got both of these mechs with exposed rear
receiving you.
torso. So I definitely do not want to leave them in that position. Again, I'm going to have Wasteland continue to go for max evasion and attack any targets of opportunity, including this Royal Catapult by shooting it in the head if we can. Injury resisted, but we did hit him in the head.
That.
And he panic ejected. Outstanding. Could not have asked for a better outcome on that
Watch
one.
my six.
It's alright. It's an Orion. It can
Reporting.
take a couple hits in the
Major
back.
armor loss.
I know it's alright, Megas. It's gonna be alright, buddy. I promise.
Yes, Commander.
Speaking of Megas, let's get in there.
Yes, Commander.
I don't like this Lancelot. I think we're gonna render him into the past tense. I just need to see if we got a better shot at anybody else. Not really. Alright. Make him hurt.
Firing.
I would have preferred if you didn't hit our people in the back, but it'll be alright.
Critical hit.
It'll be alright.
Ready for orders.
Okay, caffeinated lemur, Timu Stalker. Let's get moving. And let's see, who's up next? Medusa with 0 evasion. I do like that as a target. What else do we got? I mean, it's probably going to be our best chance to hit. It is. Alright, so let's take a shot at the Medusa with no evasion.
Roger.
Skipper.
Okay, who else? Arcos. Alright, buddy. Let's get you the fuck out of here. Your right side is currently breached, so I want you facing this way.
Roger that. No shooting, just running.
Because I'm gambling that we're gonna have this Royal Archer dead before he has a chance to move again.
Got it.
Ready to rock.
Alright, we got that covered. I'm just gonna let that be what it is. As much as it pains me to not be using the LBX-10s this
Copy
turn,
that, Commander.
we need to get Ven over here where the rest of the enemies are. 35% on an LRM-20? Yeah, let's take that shit. And Dragon Master re-priming for a 14th month, saying I'm here, just slept in. A lot of people sleeping in today.
Hell yes.
A lot of people sleeping in today. I guess it's just one of those type of days, one of those lazy Sundays where everybody's trying to get caught up on some sleep. But good to see you, Dragon Master. Thanks for joining us on a Sunday. Hopefully the weekend has been treating you well. And of course, thank you for the 14 months, the 1 year plus 2 of Prime support. For those that don't know, Amazon Prime lets you subscribe to one Twitch channel for free. So I appreciate you choosing to use that free subscription here with us.
What's up, boss?
Septic tank. Go ahead and move up here. I mean, you're not gonna have a great shot no matter what you do. But if you're gonna hit somebody with collateral, I'd rather it be a building than one of your allies. I'm only gonna take a shot with 2 PPCs just to get us some heat back.
Firing on target.
Outstanding. We did hit with both. I was only really expecting to maybe
Leaning on
hit
you,
with one of
Commander.
those. So I am 100% okay with hitting both. We'll go ahead
Here we
and
go.
jump CVEX right in behind this dude. We're going to precise strike. And we're going to blast him in the tailpipe. We're probably going to overheat. I'm okay with that because we've got backup to make sure that CVEX survives.
All weapons are go.
And there goes a torso and an
When I
arm.
shoot you, you'll take it and blank it.
And he panic ejected. A lot of panic
Getting pretty hot
ejections
here,
in
Commander.
Clan Wolf today. Are we sure that these guys are clanners? Because that doesn't that doesn't exactly strike me as clan tactics at work.
Good to go.
Alright, Bio, you are up. And you are going in hard. That's what she said. Get in there, blast this dude in the face, and do it with a precise strike just to knock him back.
I bet you're gonna like this.
Okay, there goes a large laser, and we got a headshot.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
A stressed
Waiting for orders.
zombie wolf. You are now in the perfect position to do what the Wolverine does best, and that is bully the shit out of long-range fire platforms.
Roger that. Targeting for physical attack. It's go time.
There goes the leg and the arm, and an engine crit, and the large lasers. So that Lancelot is effectively useless at this point. And he's down to 2 health. And there's another panic eject. My goodness. Morale must be pretty low for these guys. They just, like, they can't be bothered to even stay in their mech. Alright. Well, we still got the Medusa with no evasion. Might as well give him an LRM-60. And good unsteady damage on that guy. Oh, he's going for the jump. He's going for the jump, which is not going to help his stability at all, unfortunately.
I'm here.
Alright.
Aye, aye.
Well, Sarikek, now that the threat from the rear has been removed, we can start putting this Hag 30 to use. I'll go ahead and throw some mag pulse out there for now and see what happens. Or we could just shred that Medusa anyway. That's also an acceptable outcome.
Good to go.
Alright. Capsty with the space heater, otherwise known as the medium laser vomit shotgun. Let's get in here and blast him in the face. In fact, let's do it with a precise strike.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Torso gone, a bunch of ammo
Another hit
gone.
like that and you're toast.
Are you gonna also panic eject? No? Not this turn anyway? They really don't like megas. Apparently, an inner sphere pilot using an Orion must offend them because it reminds them of their big bald daddy and his own Orion.
Bye.
Alright, let's get some evasion.
Got it. Run, don't shoot.
And let's blazer in the back, shall we? As a matter of fact, let's precise strike and blazer in the back. Right in the center torso, if you don't mind.
Now let's see how you handle this.
That'll do.
I'm ready.
Alright, so Rainy, same story with the major threats out of the way. Go ahead and start moving towards the enemy. And somehow you got a shot at this guy, so I'm not gonna question it, I'm just gonna do it. Now, are you... Okay, we're hitting the ground. We're not hitting megas. I'm trying to make sure we're not gonna hit him in the back. Engine destroyed.
Neck destroyed.
3 salvageable parts. Ain't too bad.
I'm ready.
Wasteland. The tactical situation has changed quite a bit in the last 2 turns. Mostly to your benefit.
Understood. Moving fast.
Let's see. What do we got? I mean, we've already got some rear arc damage to this guy, so why not?
Gotcha. Ooh, that hit something good.
He's stressed. He's
Reporting.
almost fallen over.
Roger. Full speed.
And let's see, we got the side shot here, we got the front shot here. I'm gonna take the side shot and let's precise strike. And blast him in the face.
Target acquired and locked in.
You love to see it.
Scored a critical hit.
He's cooking now, Chad.
Commander.
He is cooking now. Alright, where did we do the damage? In the arm. Alright, what's in that arm? Anything? Just an Artemis fire control system for an LRM pack that either isn't working or is out of missiles. So really, your only danger to us is that ERPPC. Yeah, screw it. I'll just take the shot at you.
Let her rip.
Oh, we destroyed the fire control system without actually destroying the arm. That's
Confirmed.
actually kind of impressive. And this is the moment
Affirmative, Commander.
where the Masakari comes around the corner with double shotguns and says peekaboo.
All weapons. Go.
And then proceeds to knock down this Medusa. He resisted the injury, but he's, let's just say he's in a compromising position. As long as we keep the rear armor facing away from the enemy, we should be able to keep Arcos in the fight while at the same time keeping him safe. So let's precise strike, and I'm going to see if we can put these LRMs right in the side torso, maybe get lucky and engine crit this guy. Good shit, Arcos. My man. My man. Out here putting the missiles exactly where they need to go. And first time chatter 7, Blue 7 says Mighty is my kind of free birth toad. I don't... Look. I know what free birth means.
Yes, Commander.
But there's never gonna be a world in which somebody says that and it doesn't sound disgusting.
Roger. Full speed.
You know what? Let's go for the headshot, just to see what happens.
Acknowledge.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but it was worth a try.
I hear ya.
Unfortunately, Cvex isn't going to be able to do much this turn, but let's at least get him moving in the right direction.
My heat getting pretty high.
And Vio is, much like Wasteland, going to be in the perfect
Okay.
position to shoot
Full
dudes
speed it
in the
is.
back. So let's start working over this loser, since you're a little bit closer. And somehow we didn't breach the rear armor.
Yes, Commander.
Zombie Wolf, are you close enough for melee? You are. Let's do it.
Hot damn. Let's do this.
Any opportunity to use a Wolverine to punch something is an opportunity taken.
What's up, boss?
Brewster from downtown with the precise missile strike. Let's do it. 95% chance.
Let's see how you like
Go,
this.
go, Gadget Sandpaper. And there goes the PPC, which was his main
That is
damage
something
dealer.
Good. Good to go.
All right, Surikek, let's get this clan tech in here and give them a taste of their own medicine. See how they like Hag 30. As a matter of fact, let's see how they like Precise Strike Hag 30.
Affirmative.
And that man has been rendered into the past tense.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Well, that's good, because, it's gonna get spicy up in here.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
We've managed our heat well enough. It's now time to give him the full alpha. And he somehow survived
Good
that.
to go.
Impressive.
Affirmative.
Unfortunately, it's not good enough.
Roger that. Let's go. Think I hit something good.
Oh, you did. You
Yep,
hit something very good. Let's see. Oh,
On my way. Double time.
yep, we can thread the needle. We can thread the needle, chat. We're gonna do it.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Okay.
There goes the ECM, which is gonna make him even
Critical hit,
easier to
Commander.
hit. And Rowena Star resubscribing for a 14th month, 1 year plus 2 in the cult of bad tactical decisions, saying bullying clanners is always appropriate. Correct. As the stream title says, bullying a clanner, well, bullying is okay when it's a clanner. Actually, that's not the stream title today, is it? I feel like I changed it. Hold on, let me see. Did I change it? No. Bullying is okay if it's a clanner. That's still the stream title. I just wanted to make sure we're on brand.
Yes, Commander.
Wasteland, you don't often get an opportunity to use Intensify Firepower, but I feel like this is one of those times.
Firing all weapons. Mech destroyed.
And there we go. Chat, I don't know how we did it,
Mission successful.
but somehow we managed to pull that one out. Rowena Star, so far so good. I was not feeling great about this drop, but we went ahead and went for it, and it turned out better than I expected.
Okay.
Definitely went better than I expected. I was expecting to lose at least 1 or 2 people on this one, and we didn't lose anybody. And Volfina gifted a sub to Basically Lethargic. Thank you, Volfina, for the gifted sub. And Basically Lethargic, welcome back into the cult of bad tactical decisions. Now, we only lost 4,000 on account of ammo costs. Now let's see what that salvage. Let's see what that salvage looks like. Well, let's have a look here. So we got some internal damage on the Stormcrow. That's to be expected. Let me see. Took a little internal on the Devastator and the Centurion. Again, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. And nobody actually got injured, so we're good. Mechs and machines are easy to fix. Pilots, not so much. Alright, let's see what we want. Chat, we could potentially get a whole Lupus. It's not Lupus. We could also potentially get a whole Medusa. We could grab Royal Archer parts, Royal Catapult parts. Obviously, there's going to be lots of clan tech left on the field. It's just a matter of what specifically we might want. Let's see. Components. I feel like we had a catapult. Oh, we do. Chat, we already have 2 catapult parts. Which means if I take 2 more, we can build a catapult. And then maybe we pick, like, say, a Medusa or a Lupus and then roll the dice to see if maybe we get another one? Because I know some people are going to say take the Clint 2C, but we don't have any Clint parts. So, like, we wouldn't have the ability to rebuild it. I know there's going to be people that want to take the Royal Archer parts, but again, I don't have any other Archer parts to put together with it. So, like... I feel like just in terms of the things that we could potentially get, we just take some Lupus parts and hope that we get lucky on the RNG. I'll take the Prime parts, I guess. Because we still got 4 more parts here. It's just a matter of whether we get lucky and get 2 more of these. Alright, Chad, here we go. Smoke him if you got him. And what did we get? Oh, look at that, Chad. We got a Lupus as well. Outstanding. Let's see, we got some clan mediums. Not a big deal. We got some regular mediums. Definitely don't need those. Don't need Inner Sphere PPCs at this point. Regular Inner Sphere LRM-20s. Don't need those either. I will take some Clan Pharaoh, though. And I don't really see myself switching over to ATMs, but in case I decide I want to, I'll hang on to it for now. Well, there we go, Chad. That's 2 brand new mechs to add to the roster.